Hello everyone, how are you doing? In the short video, we will be discussing on the question that explain the characteristics of bug data. I wrote it deliberately. Big data. I don't know, I detected it while making this PPT, but I thought, yeah, it was looking good and the mistake was good, so I thought that let it be as it is. Okay. So many trivial talks. I am really a very garrulous person. Okay, so let's dig in the answer. Let's dive into the answer, the five V's of the big data. So the characteristics of big data can be wrapped up, like we can bundle it in this five V's. The first V is volume. What is volume? Volume refers to the sheer means extreme massive size of data being generated and stored. This is the defining characteristic that gives big data its name. Yeah, and that's very easy. Like we can comprehend it from the name that big data can be big. It is very massive, very towering, very leviathan, gargantuan, Goliath data. Is big data its name. The data size is so enormous, often in terabytes, petabytes, zettabytes, that it cannot be effectively stored, processed, or analyzed using traditional database systems and tools. For example, all the data generated from social media platforms, millions of sensors reading from IoT devices, or terabytes of satellite imagery. Okay, so first V was volume. Second V is velocity. Large volume data is coming with great velocity. Velocity refers to the speed at which data is created, collected, and needs to be processed. You can imagine like how many users per second use big platforms such as Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. They are commenting, they are listening to songs, they are updating the video, they are creating the video, they are deleting the video. So the velocity of all these activities is extremely high. So this big data is coming, large volume of data is coming, but it is not coming very like in a slumbering speed. It is not coming in a staggering speed, it is coming with a ferocious speed. So the velocity refers to the speed at which data is created, collected, and needs to be processed. Data flows at an unprecedented rate. So what is meant by unprecedented? Something that has never happened before. Data is flowing with such a rate that it has never flown before. It has never came with such a speed that it is coming in the pragmatic world today, and must be handled quickly to be useful. In many cases, in many cases, data must be processed in real time or near real time to maximize its value. High frequency stock trading data, streaming sensor. So sorry for the hindrance. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, we were at velocity. So data flows at unprecedented rate and must be handled quickly to be useful. In many cases, data must be processed in real time or near real time to maximize its value. Example: higher frequency stock trading data, streaming sensor data from the self-driving car, or immediate analysis of credit card transaction for fraud detection. Suppose fraud occurred today, speed is very less, so all the processing is occurring or happening tomorrow. So there is no like all the efforts went in vain. It's just like justice delayed is justice denied. Okay. Variety. So first was volume, second was velocity, variety. So data of large volume is coming at great velocity, is coming with great velocity with high variety. High variety means different types of data, different types and formats of data that are collected from diverse sources. Description: big data is just neatly organized tables. Sorry. Big data is not just neatly organized tables. It includes structured data, means data which can be stored in structures, semi-structured data, data with tags and organizations, but not a fixed schema, and unstructured data, data that can't be defined in a format. So challenge is we need to integrate all this different kind of data into one so that we can use and take everything into account, gauge, and then analyze. Fourth one is veracity. Well, that's a beautiful word. In Hindi, it means satyata कि सच कितना है data, quality कैसी है data कि how much accurate the data is, how much precise our data is it trustworthy, can we trust it, or is it spurious data? So description is because big data is gathered from so many disparate means different and often uncontrolled sources. We can't control that I want data from this source, this source, this source. For example, YouTube is saying that I will accept comments from only this user, this particular user. There is no such thing like that. It inherently contains noise, inconsistency, biases, and errors. Importance: low veracity can lead to flawed analysis, poor insights, and bad business decisions, which will harm, taint the reputation and everything associated with the modeling. And in fact, everything is associated with modeling these days. Cleaning and validating data to ensure high veracity is a critical and very crucial step in big data project. And fifth, value. How much useful our data is. Value refers to the business benefits or actionable insights that can be derived from the data. Simply collecting huge amounts of data is useless. Yeah, it is very trivial, nugatory, unless the data can be processed and analyzed to create true value. The entire process of managing the other four V's is to extract this fifth V, which is value, using customer purchase history to predict future trends and so that we can acclimatize our whole business or our whole project according to whatever thing we have analyzed, optimizing supply chain routes or personalizing market campaigns. So these were the five major characteristics of big data, that is volume, velocity, variety, veracity, and value. You are of great value, and thank you so much for being so strong, staying there where you are. You are great, and I do care about your existence. Thank you so much. Toodles. Thank you.